Find solution of algebraic equation. I am Anil Kumar, and now let us try to understand what does it mean. Find solution of algebraic equation. What does it mean? Well, an algebraic equation is one in which you have a variable. An equation is one in which you have equal to sign. So we have 6 examples here. All of them have a variable, which in this case I have kept as x. X plus 5 equal to 12. So you will observe that we have a variable which is x here. Well, variable could be written in any alphabet, A, B, C, D. Lowercase is preferred. Sometimes we do write uppercase variables also. And then equation, we have this equal to sign. So what we have here are all algebraic equations. They have at least one variable and one equal to sign. Now when we say find solution of algebraic equation, it really means we have to make left side equals to right side. That is the meaning of finding solution. That means kind of balancing out the two, right? Now to balance these equations or to find the solution, we have different kinds of methods. The first one, which I'm going to discuss with you, is to solve by inspection, right? So at times the questions are pretty simple, so you just look at it and you get the solution. Well, sometimes even for difficult questions you may get the solution by inspection. I'd like you to copy these questions and then answer them. Solve by inspection. For example, we have x plus 5 equals to 12. What value of x will make x plus 5 as 12? That is what is the meaning of this particular question. So when we say solve algebraic equation by inspection, means look at the algebraic equation and look for some values of x, the variable, so that left side becomes equal to right side. With this concept, I think you should be in a position to answer all these questions. So copy them, make an attempt, pause the video for a couple of seconds, right? And then look into my solution. And that is how, if you do all these questions in the playlist, you will be an expert in solving algebraic equations. Now let me give you my suggestions. The very first one is x plus 5 equals to 12. Now what should be the value of x so that x plus 5 becomes 12? This is what you have to figure out, right? So well, I know 7 plus 5 is 12, right? 7 plus 5 is 12, right? 7 point. That means that x should be equals to 7. That is the solution by inspection. Do you understand? Let's make another attempt. X minus 5 equals to 9. That means x has to be greater than 9 by at least 5. So you can inspect and think about the number. Well, it could be what? 9 plus 5 is 14. We could write this as 14, right? And you can test it out. 14 minus 5 is how much? 14 minus 5 is really 9. And therefore, solution of this equation is x equals to 9. I hope you understand the concept of solution. That is, what value of x will make left side equals to right side. If I put 7 here, 7 plus 5 is 12. That is the value of left side. And the right side is 12. 7 plus 5 is 12. That means the equation is balanced, and that is the right solution, right? Well, I wrote here wrong. X is equals to 14, right? So I should have written x equals to 14. Now if I put 14 here, I got 14 minus 5 as 9, right? 14 minus 5 is my left side. So this is, I'm calling this as left side, and that is my right side. Solving equation means make them equal. Okay? Let's continue with this concept and move on. Well, I have a good variety of questions here. The first one has addition, the next one subtraction, multiplication, division, and these ones are kind of different. They are equal to 0, right? So that is a variety of algebraic equations which we are going to do in this playlist. Now after this, you should be in a position to solve most of the equations with inspection like we are doing now. When we say 2x equals to 8, then what should be the value of x so that I can make left side as 8? Twice what number is 8? 2 times what is 8? This is how you have to think. 2 times 4 is 8. Well, so I can write this as 2 times 4, right? Equals to 8, and therefore x is equals to 4. Well, that is how we can find the solution. You will note that I wrote 4 in the brackets and did not use multiplication sign. Well, the reason was x and multiplication sign may confuse you at times, and therefore what we do is, when we multiply, we normally write them in brackets, or sometimes we even write a dot. For example, I'll write 2 times 4 equals to 8, right? It is not decimal. This dot is right in the center, and it is like times, a substitute for multiplication sign, right? So that is how you can do it. Now part D is half of x is 6. Half of what number is 6? That is what you see. Half of what is 6? You know, half of 12, right? So we say x equals to 12. Simple as that. So think like this to get the solution. It'll be simple and good for you. Now here we have 1 over 3 equals to 0 and x plus 6 equals to 0. Tricky questions. Okay, what times something will give me 0? Well, the solution is, you guessed it, always 0. 0 times anything is 0, right? So we get x equals to 0 here. That's my solution. How about this one? X plus something equals to 0. Now that's the property of addition. You have to add the inverse of 6, which is negative 6, right? It is only minus 6 plus 6 which is going to give you 0. So we can say x equals to negative of that number, which is negative 6. I hope that helps you, right? So adding negative 6 here makes this equation 0. So that will make both left and right sides as 0. Well, this is kind of very important question for us and a very important method of solving. We are going to use this strategy in solving algebraic equations later. I hope you understand and appreciate how we can solve algebraic equations with inspection. Thank you and all the best.